So you guys know I brought you affordable night vision in the past. Well, this one's not only affordable, but this one's really a game changer. Today we're looking at the dual IR system here, the Prowl from Nightfox. Let's check it out. Alright folks, welcome back. So this is the Nightfox Prowl. This just went live on their website. It has 1x optical magnification as well as the digital zoom up to 3 times. Head mount is included as well as a helmet adapter. I've got that here. That will fit your most common helmet adapters. I am going to be picking up one for my helmet, but for today's video we just used the head strap. That was all included, all the hardware and everything. I'll explain how that mounts on there in a second. There is an integrated rechargeable battery and you can charge it via USB. You also will be able to pull all the stuff off the memory card that is included via USB as well. And you have dual IR LEDs. Now what does that mean? You have 850 nanometers and 940 nanometers. Now if somebody else is using night vision, they're going to see your red glow out there. But if somebody isn't, the 850 hides very, very well. The 940 will get you that distance further out. So you're not compromising. If you do need to look further out and you need a brighter IR light, you can switch to the 940. But for your own personal uses, when you really don't need a super bright light, you can see out to about 150 yards or so with the 850 nanometer. So I'm going to talk about the fit and how I set this up. So from the front, you can see this is just basically a very lightweight, small unit down here. But all this stuff attaches, so you can attach this to your head. And it is tight enough where you can flip it up when you're out of the way when you don't need it. Basically what you're going to do is this kind of like a GoPro mount here. You'll mount this on here to that side. You'll mount this to the right distance from your eye, okay? And then you'll just screw this in. Now, one of the important things with this is to use your dominant eye. Now, what is that? Well, that's the eye that you would use when you're aiming a firearm, when you're aiming anything. You want to use your dominant eye so you can actually see what the heck you're doing. If you use your non-dominant eye, it's not going to be as easy to navigate with this. Now, there's a little trick for that, for those of you that don't know. If you're not somebody that's shot a rifle or anything like that, and you haven't shouldered it, and you want to see which eye is dominant, what you'll do is you'll make a little triangle like this, and you'll bring it back to your face. And whatever side it naturally goes to is your dominant eye. It will happen just naturally. You'll just naturally go to the eye that's your dominant eye. So I have it over my right eye, and that's how I will wear it. And I just, again, set it up with this. The straps are very easy to adjust. It's all Velcro. So once you get it on your head without the unit, I made it nice and tight so it isn't going anywhere. And then I tighten these up, and I will tighten this up a little bit more because it seems to be a little loose. There we go. Okay. And this will also fit under a helmet as well. So if you don't want to mount the mount on your helmet, or you have a bum helmet that doesn't have a lot of real estate up front, you can always ditch this and just use that. Works pretty well. Now, whatever eye you want to do, you can switch this around, okay? This will switch around. You just mount it the other way, and it will mount over your left eye or your right eye. But it comes down perfectly over my right eye. You do want a little bit of distance there. You don't want it right up on your eye. You can adjust the brightness inside here too as well in the screen, so it won't be obnoxious reflecting off you, because that is a big giveaway if you got this bright LED screen, you know, blinking right on your face. So you can enable the 3x digital zoom and use this as a night vision scope in a way. There really is no mount on it. It's not like a Picatinny rail anywhere on it that you're going to mount this on a rail on a firearm, but there is a little mount here so you can mount it on a tripod. You can take this off and just stick it on a tripod and use it like that. It is very comfortable to use, and the 3x digital zoom isn't all that bad. You know, I found on some of these the 3x zoom was kind of lame. You know, it was very pixelated. Not with Nightfox, but with some other brands. These have all been super, super clear when I zoom in, and we'll test it outside and I'll show it to you. I did a daytime test and a nighttime test with this so you can see what it looks in the daytime and what it looks like at night. Now, as for the dovetail helmet adapter, this is for Wilcox G24 style mounts. Okay, so you can mount that on your helmet, and you will need a counterweight. This is super lightweight, but you will need a counterbalance on the back of your helmet, otherwise your helmet will be tipping forward. It's just a good idea to have it. It comes with a 32 gig memory card. It does crisp HD 1080p video. It's 1080p by 30. The sound on it is actually decent. Normally, sound on these are kind of an afterthought. you know, when you're messing around with them, you'll hear it's very muffled or it doesn't sound all that great. The sound on this was actually pretty decent. Not going to be as loud as this camera with this big boom microphone sticking into my mouth, which I need to move away because sometimes it's like you can hear my nose making noise. It's a little too sensitive. But this one's actually pretty darn good. It picks it up really, really well. The lenses on this are really nice. They're strengthened IR lenses on the bottom, and it will even tell you, like, this side is your 940 and this side is your 850, and you can use both or one or the other. Again, we explained how that works, okay? So you get a nice wide 54-degree field of view. You can easily see around you very, very well. And what I liked about it was I was able to walk with this. Other night vision goggles or monoculars, while you're holding it, you don't feel comfortable walking. You feel like you're going to bump into something below you. It kind of feels distorted. But because one eye is open on your other side that isn't under a light, and you have this, you can kind of get that depth perception you need to actually walk. Would I drive a car with this? Heck no. But in an emergency, if I had to, I'd feel a lot more secure doing it with this than, say, with something else. But I definitely wouldn't try that out. You know, don't go wrecking your car. So the dual IRs will allow you to go undetected. Use the 940 nanometer to go undetected with virtually no red glow at 100 or meters or 300 feet. You can use the 850 to see further down. Okay, that's about to 130 feet. And I had that reversed. The 940 is the one that's very undetectable. The 32,000 milliamp hour battery will run for about 5 hours of constant use, and the battery is replaceable as well. If you notice on the bottom here, the battery bank, you just unscrew that and you stick a new 18650 in there. So you can carry around an extra battery in the field if this one starts to go, and you don't have to sit there and go, oh, I have to wait till the sun comes up so I can use my solar panel to recharge it. You know, it'll work very well for that. So what I want to do is take this thing outside. We're first going to try it in the daylight to see what it looks like in the daylight, and then I'm going to show you the nighttime version of it. And the nighttime version actually really impressed me. It was really, really crisp and clear. So let's get it outside and let's try it out. So I wanted to give you a little look here. Hopefully I have these focused so you guys can see them. When you wear glasses, it's kind of difficult sometimes because it looks focused to you, but it might look focused to everybody. But I did want to give you a little daytime view with these and see how they look. Even in the bright sunlight out here, they work pretty darn well. And another neat thing I'm finding about them is I'm able to walk with them. You know, even with my other eye open, I can walk forward with these without worrying about tripping or falling over. So they're really cool. All right, let's move on to the night scene and see what we can see. All right, so we're on IR 0. This is the first level. Kind of odd they call it 0. Take it up to 1 and 2. You start to see how well that lights up the sky, even though it's cloudy tonight. There's 3, 4, and 5. I'm going to try and adjust this, so forgive the shakiness a bit here. Again, I'm wearing glasses, so it's really hard to tell. Let me move the end here a little too, if I'm in fact making it better or worse. There we go. That looks pretty clear to me. So you see, with the headpiece on, you can just move your head around like anything. It's, you know, no big deal at all. Now we are in the 840 nanometer mode, so definitely pretty darn bright. So let's turn over this way, look down the street a little bit, and all the house lights on there, and our big cell tower blinking in the background. There we go. All right. All in all, pretty darn impressive at night. And I like the fact that I can walk with this. I still have my other eye open, and I still have that depth perception with it, so I can actually walk while, you know, using this night vision and see pretty darn far off into the distance that way. All right, let's get it back on the table and talk a little more about it and finish up the video. So all in all, I got to say that it's pretty darn impressive. One of the things, the reason I like to do the daylight tests with these is sometimes daylight to these are an afterthought. Sometimes the video in the daytime really isn't all that great. When you put the IRs on at night, yeah, it's pretty impressive. But in the daytime, it's kind of an afterthought. This one actually has really nice daytime video. So I guess you could use it as a 3x optical zoom type thing going on there. The controls on it are very, very simple to use. You're going to click your button over here to get into your modes, okay? And you can get in there and you can straighten it all up. These are your IR up or down, okay? That's your zoom button. And this is your record and your stop over here, and that's your power button. So all in all, it's very simple to use. The instructions on the inside there, the actual menu to change settings on it, pretty darn cool. It does have a green mode on it, so you can view things in green instead of black or white. I found the green to be a little more of a distraction than anything. It might preserve your night vision a little better, but it wasn't as clear, you know. Everything looked a little more washed out in the green mode, whereas the black and white mode, you saw that stuff was just crisp and clear. So the unit weighs about 13 ounces, including the battery. The dimensions on it are 7.7 inches by 5.5 by 2.9 inches. Okay, your memory card is a 32 gig SD card. You can put a bigger one in there, up to 128. Does record audio, and as you heard, not too bad. Pretty decent audio for something that's kind of mainly night vision and not audio. Okay, doesn't take photos, but it does do video. Okay, so you really aren't going to be using this to take still photos, but you can use it for video, and of course you can always use video editing software and cut out whatever section you want of the still. It does have about a 4-hour battery life with mixed IR use, on and off. Okay, your power supply again is a removable 18650 lithium battery. So again, you can carry an extra 18650 with you. They're all over Amazon. You can pick them up and always have a spare ready to go. Heck, 2 of them, and that gives you what, like 6 hours, 9 hours of power out there. Your infrared LED power is about 2.5 watts, and your digital sensor resolution is going to be 1920 by 1800. So you're going to get that nice 1080p, nice resolution. And you saw in the videos, it's pretty darn good. So all in all, I'm pleased with it. I really do like it because I find it to be very handy. And the ability to just snap this on your head and not have to hold anything, oh man, let me tell you, that is really nice. You don't have to hold a monocular or a binocular like this in your hand while you're looking around. You just put that on your head and you look around normally. It's less bouncy, it's less wavy. Your head kind of stabilizes it a whole lot better than, say, in your hands bouncing around. I'm really impressed with it. The link to purchase it will be down below. Now, what do these run? Well, about $249.99. So currently there are sales all over their website. I'm not sure if this particular item is on sale, but definitely worth a look. If you're looking for some night vision to see around your property, see around your area, and keep an eye on things, maybe in the case of some kind of severe social unrest where you want to make sure your area is protected and safe without being detected yourself, something like that is really, really awesome. It's like I say, night vision is a prepper superpower. Now, yes, for something similar to this, you can go out, you know, for something high-end, you know, top-of-the-line stuff, Gen 3 stuff. The Gen 3 white phosphors, last time I saw, were around $4,000. So you're going to be spending a whole lot less money getting one of these, you know. And if it's not something that you're using for a war-fighting type situation, if you're using it for your own personal security, maybe around your homestead, as a prepper or something like this, pretty darn good. And I gotta say, the resolution on it was really, really nice. The only thing you're giving up with these is a tiny little bit of clarity and the ability to see in complete darkness without any IR. And that's what those more expensive units will do for you. They'll also cost you $4 or $5,000. So definitely a good deal. So definitely check it out. The link will be down below to the Prowl down below. I think it's a worthy purchase if you're looking for night vision. And you know, I try to bring you budget stuff that isn't going to cost $500, $600, $700 or thousands of dollars. I think they've done really well with this, and I think this is definitely something you should look into. Anyway, folks, I thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to check all our other links. We have our My Patriot Supply link down there. That's preparewithiridium.com. If you go to the site, you'll just see the 2 special deals of the month. But if you're interested in more stuff from them, you can click the My Patriot Supply button on the top there, the banner, the little logo up top, and you can go into the whole website. There are tons of other stuff that I reviewed in the past, along with that 3-month kit, which is $200 off. So that 3-month kit of food, if you have absolutely nothing ready, there you go. Our freeze-dried wholesalers link. My link's going to save you 15%. And I have a video coming up for them pretty soon. We're going to be making some really good stuff with it. So definitely check them out. Our Amazon affiliate store. Again, if there's nothing in the store you think you want, click that link and shop as you normally would, or bookmark it and shop with it. Great way to help out the channel without costing you a penny. And don't forget our Thrive Life freeze-dried food store down below as well. Awesome food from Thrive. The hype is justified with that stuff. It's really good. Anyway, folks, so thank you for watching. Stay safe and stay prepared.